These rookies here in this session is going to be very interesting. These drivers are all vying for a seat and a chance to race in this World Championship next year.
We have on the real car, but just for us as drivers, you know, for as soon as I can know, you know, it goes left and right, that's the most important. That's what I use the simulator for. It's not what I'm not using the simulator to gain performance and for lap time, you know. But for me, it helped me a lot. For example, this track, it's such a difficult track, and having the opportunity of having a simulator and knowing the track before hitting it, it's quite important. Then when we go on new tracks, we had new scans. Sao Paulo was quite wrong, so we arrived into turn 4 a lot faster because on the sim it was like that, and I nearly crashed because it wasn't the same. So, you know, you need to be also open-minded on trying not to copy what you do.
On a track like this, 19 corners, how long did it take for you to be comfortable with all the left and right?
A long time.
It took me a long time last year as well.
I was hitting every single wall possible. It was like a ping pong thing that I was just hitting the walls. But yeah, I think like an hour or something to just properly, you know, put the laps together, that's the tricky part.
Well, Felipe Drugovich, we're just looking at him in the Maserati, going some 2.5 seconds quicker here in this second sector. Currently sits 7th in the standings. Let's see whether he is going to be able to improve as he makes his way through the chicanes of turn 12 and turn 13, heading towards the final part of that. The cable camera there giving a really cool shot of just how this circuit is so unique. Round through the cenotaph and that long hairpin, which is where the attack mode activation zone is going to be. Let's see whether Felipe is going to be able to improve his lap time and elevate himself a little bit further up the order. As we said, he's going to be focusing on energy management. Oliver, what does it mean in terms of energy management? When we talk about that, what does that mean?
So basically the car starts with a certain battery percentage that will not make it to the end of the race. If you were
So, you know, didn't do too badly. That halved his deficit to Sheldon van der Linde. Now, here is Felipe Drugovich. We know that he is a man that's in hot contention, possibly an opportunity at that Maserati team for 2024. And as he slides his way through, so he's getting to grips with the limits here of these Hankook tyres here, Sasha, as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of pushing into turn 18. It's a very long lap, and as Oli said at the beginning, you know, it depends a lot how you manage your tires at the beginning of the lap, especially if you start the lap sliding a lot. You know that at the end of the lap you'll be struggling a lot because you put a lot of energies on those tires, and they're quite sensible to the wheel spins and etc. So, for example, that wheel spin and that oversteer exit of turn 18, for sure it doesn't help for the corner after.
This is a fantastic visual here. It looks like he's going for another push lap, and look at that. That's just a drainage jump there heading into turn 7, now up the hill into turn 8, bumping on the brakes, bottoming out, and that's uphill. So the deceleration is very good into that corner. And now we head into a series of 90-degree corners. And this is where the rhythm comes into play, as you can see, just one after the other. And each of these corners has a different amount of grip. So to come to grips with that and understand that is extremely important for these drivers in such a condensed session.
Well, we spoke about retraining your brain earlier on as well. What's it like having to retrain your brain from, you know, an internal combustion engine over to electric power?
For me, that was one of the least difficult things to get used to. It has a loud pedal. Well, I guess it's not a loud pedal. It's an accelerator.
It makes you go faster.
And you just lose that vibration. But it does have a very futuristic sound and something that I always enjoyed experiencing in Formula E.
What about you, Sasha, in your first season of Formula E? How have you found the adaptation over to this series?
It's a little bit different for sure. I mean, you're used to just combustion, vibrations, feeling the car with the engine. Also, when you downshift, you know, you decelerate with the downshifts also sometimes. So it's very...
Felipe Drugovich.
Yeah, having a good run in this session so far. A couple of tenths second faster than his best time as he sits 6th in the standings. Personal best in the 1st and 2nd sector as he gets ready to come around the final corner here at Rome to come across the timing line. Is he going to be able to improve himself up? Yes, he is. What a great final sector. He goes 0.3 of a second faster than Sheldon van der Linde right at the very end of this rookie-free practice session. So no problems at all there with confidence in that Maserati.
No, and that's finishing lineup.
Yep, so 11 drivers were due to take to the circuit. We only got 9 representative times at the end of that one. Felipe Drugovich top of the pile by 0.3 of a second over the South African Sheldon van der Linde for Jaguar TCS Racing. Good session as well for Luca Giotto in the Nissan. The test driver manages to get himself up into third quickest ahead of Charlie Eastwood for the Neon McLaren. Jan Erleschet did himself absolutely no harm at all with fifth fastest at the end of that session. You can see there, of course, Adrian Tombe and Jehan Daruvula not able to set representative lap times.